First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. First carry now for David Montgomery. Montgomery a 1st down and then some as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They snap it to Fields.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Running right through him. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 59 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Chicago.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Fields.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Second and 11.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Cook now off the read option.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. It's a quarterback sneak. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Escapes the defender. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Cook. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there out of Cook.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Cook now off the read option.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
To throw is Fields.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with it. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So the final seconds have ticked away in this minute.
Thank you.